let's do some truthing about this situation with Tyler Perry, honey, because people are mad. I didn't know what was going on, but I heard people coming out their mouth just going off. I said, let me go see what this man said. So basically he said that black women because we make more money, oftentimes, the way the state of the union right now, that if we have a man that loves us, that honors us, if he could pay the light bill and take us out to dinner every now and then, we should be happy with that. And black women, not all black women have come out and they talking about he's telling us to settle and they're not happy. So I want your truth. I want to tell me how you feel about this. Because I'm going to say first, let me let you know first, I wasn't that upset by what the brother said. It didn't upset me.
So after hearing it, because I wasn't aware of it, but after hearing it, I was like, that just makes sense. If you are already secure, then what someone else brings should just be on top of. And if it's love, if it's companionship, are you really weighing that on a scale?
But what people are saying though is if I'm okay by myself, right? If I'm paying this mortgage by myself in this house and I'm working hard to pay it, what I want you for if all you could do is pay the light bill? This is what people are saying.
What's the alternative? You
So
just grow old, single, secure, and by yourself.
So you feel because there is a shortage of black men. I will say this. What does shock me is that everyone talks about this six-figure whatever. And I'm like, do people know the percentage of black men in the country right now who make six figures? I mean, like for real, if we're being honest about it, how many make six figures? And then they're mad when these people are cheating because I'm like, well, if y'all want the one that makes six figures only, that makes it kind of tough.
Right, it's like the housing market. Like you're not the only one making an offer on this property because it's so appealing to you.
Oh, so it's the competition.
Yes. And I'm going to review all the bids.
But what about manifestation? What about loving ourselves? What about believing that we should get what we want, though? Like, why should I settle?
If you feel that way, you're not mad at what he said because you are already secure. You are already not necessarily satisfied, but it's a word similar to satisfied. Like you're not looking for someone else to take a load off of you. Yes, you are doing it by yourself.
Okay, but what about the sisters who say that we're always being told to settle? That black women, you don't hear these conversations like in the way.
Who tells people to settle?
But that's kind of what he was saying.
No one has told me to settle.
Well, they're saying, Tyler's saying, look, y'all ain't got many choices out there.
Well, I didn't receive it that way.
You didn't receive it that way?
Yeah, I didn't hear it that way. I heard it as, if you love someone, then open yourself up to possibilities. Open yourself up to love.
Well, I don't think people are even going on dates with people. They're not going on dates with a person working at dollar store if they're making six figures.
Listen,
I think that's what
if you work at the dollar store and you can afford a tomahawk because I want to go to my favorite restaurant, then okay, because maybe you don't have the same expenses as someone else. Maybe you have a different lifestyle and that's a treat and that's something that you can afford every month. But I don't know what they make at Dollar Tree though, so that might just be my optimism.
I don't know what they make. They got to make at least a minimum wage, right?
Which is what? I don't even know what minimum wage is.
I don't know what minimum wage is these days either, to be honest with you.
So there are a lot of variables in.
But I guess the point is it okay with somebody to be with somebody who is not able to help you build up financially and actually is going to be a financial drain? Because if they can only pay the light bill and you're having to cover every other bill, plus they're using more lights because their electricity bill's gonna go up. They're, they're eating more food. They're, you know what I'm saying? So essentially, so do you think that is?
So my question is, if you've made it, you make 6 figures, you are very accomplished, are you financially free or are you financially strapped? Are you looking for help? I'm only asking because what really are you mad at? You're looking at someone else to relieve the burden that you put on yourself? Or are you asking someone else to come in and pull their own weight and
I
love
think at
me
least
and not
pull your
stress
own
me
weight.
out?
Well, this is interesting because once somebody said, you shouldn't ask for what you don't have, right? So if you're not making 6 figures, why do you expect somebody else to make 6 figures? But I think some people expect the traditional rule of men where they are the providers.
So in our community, we don't talk about money, but we talk about salaries. So if you're just talking about your income and not the cycle of debt that you keep creating, then yes, you are looking for a companion to be your partner in debt. So it's different. Your mindset
Your partner
is different.
in debt. Oh, Lord have
so
mercy.
your mindset is just different because if I make $285,000 a year and I meet someone that makes $80,000 a year, at a certain point in a certain area, you don't need a whole lot of money to live well anyway.
Right.
So if I don't have a whole bunch of debt and you come in and you are a knight in shining armor, let's see what we can do.
Well, see, that's the thing. When I got married, it did not even cry. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying this is right. I was probably very naive. I was very young. And how much he made, it didn't even cross my mind. I didn't think about credit report. I didn't think about what he made. I knew I loved this man. I did know he was smart, right? And I was drawn to how intelligent he was. But when I met him, he was a social worker for the school system, making $22,000 a year.
What year is this?
This is a long time ago. This is 1990 when we were dating. When we got married was 95.
Okay.
But he was smart. But eventually, he went to law school and became a very successful person, and we struggled through that together. So I saw potential there, but it wasn't. There were times during this thing that I graduated from graduate school before he graduated law school, and I was carrying the load. I never felt like I was settling. Like it felt like I loved him, and we would build this together.
Yeah.
And now, when my friends and I talk about this, when I have friends who say, like, you don't settle, you don't whatever, I'm like, but, because my friends, we're 50, right? So I'm like, why not? If there's a man who's crazy about you, who treats you well, who loves you to death, who could still get it up, I'm serious. At 50, you're trying to count through all. I'm being serious as I can be.
So you have different things.
Completely
that you would
different
consider
things.
In a companion.
Could still get it up. Is nice. Is fun. Likes to do stuff. Who cares if he only makes whatever? If he can. Why do you care at this stage in your life? What are you doing with it? Like at a certain point, when you just want companionship and to have a good time. And I don't hear that as settling. See, I hear that as, because I always tell people the gift of finding good, genuine people is one thing. Yeah. And then the gift of finding someone who really loves you. Like really, really digs you. Like this person truly fucks with you. Yeah. That is, to me.
Yeah, but you keep calling it a gift though. Other people that took offense to what he said, it's a prize to have the one that everyone wants, the one that checks all the boxes. That's not a gift.
But the first box check should be they're crazy about me, because I've been blessed enough to have very successful men be interested in me. But I could tell they just liked, particularly back in the day, what I look like, and they weren't really interested in me. They weren't crazy about me. They were crazy about the idea of me, the look of me.
Yeah, those men suck.
They suck, and that didn't turn me on. And so yes, they could do great things in a way, but how many bags can you have, and how empty do you feel when this person doesn't really enjoy like spending time with you? Because who's the person who like you feel like you're sick and you're vomiting all over yourself that's gonna help you? Because the man sometimes, the 6-figure guy or the 7-figure guy is not the guy who's gonna do it. I mean, maybe, but most important to me, I was like, I'm always a I love who loves me person. That's the first line of whatever. Does he love me?
Yeah.
I don't know, but Tyler's getting it, honey.
Interested in me?
Is he fully, truly interested?
Me, like how I am made and my story and the experiences that I've had and how that makes me who I am today. Do you care about my mental health? Do you care about my physical health? Do you care about my past as it relates to my family? Do you want to know about my mom? Then we can get to, I do want to know if you are financially secure for yourself.
For yourself.
Yeah, before you try to even approach or partner with someone else.
Well, and this is what he said, a man who was doing the best he can. Because this could have been a person who back then made some mistakes.
It's the best he can that throws me off, because what do you mean with what? No, you can't be doing the best that you can and you're struggling. No, if you are okay, if you are...
I think people can be doing the best they can and struggle at the same time.
But not with me. I mean, yeah, you can, but and God bless you. But no, don't try to. No, but don't put that on someone else, because that is not their burden to bear. They want to get to know you, and then I want to get to know you without all these worries that you have, because that keeps people up at night. And
so you wouldn't date a broke man?
I wouldn't date a stressed man. Are you broke?
What if he's broke and happy? He don't care that he's broke, especially if he can hang at your house.
What? What is no? Broke.
Broke.
No,
like he's broke.
How? What?
Broke.
Do you have income? Do you have? See, I'm just different because I look at money different. So, are you irresponsible with your money? Is that why you're broke? First of all, why are you even in front of me? Like, how did you get here? Like,
well, let me ask you this. So do you think that people can be too broke to date? Because somebody was saying you do. So at certain points in life, you shouldn't be dating anybody.
Yes, because what are you doing? Dating costs, especially in a major metropolitan area. Dating is not cheap, and then you're going after women that you can't afford.
Oh, so you think...
can't afford my attention because my time is valuable. And so you're saying you want to link up with me. You at a certain level,
a walk in the park ain't cutting it.
Yeah, I mean, a walk in the park with someone that's secure, yes. A walk in the park with someone that should be online figuring out a way to get out of his situation is bothersome, because why do you feel so comfortable
so
you can stroll?
So we kind of don't. So you kind of don't agree with Tyler?
No, I don't agree with how you're painting broke. If you are broke, then you need to be doing something about that. Don't say you're doing the best that you can, because the best that you can is not struggle. Struggle is settle.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you think that black women are expected more than other races to settle or to be the struggle love situation?
Expected by who? Our own?
Black men. Because black men always talk about we're supposed to be ride or die, and we're supposed to struggle.
Yeah, and every time when I'm on social media, every time I see a man post a meme like support him when he blah, 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 that man is crying out for help. And he is masking it in a meme. So if you're struggling, just say that, because I don't appreciate you hiding behind a meme. And don't bother me, because you see that I'm trying to accomplish something, or you see that I'm already established. If I stop what I'm doing to help you, first of all, it's your bad habits that got you in that situation. So you want me to take my eye off my own goals to help you? I didn't make those problems. No.
But I mean, it's a conversation. But like a
between who?
I think well, I feel like in the black community, like we keep going in circles about this, you know, who is dateable, the struggle love, what a man should have when you're dating them.
Okay, so when you are single and you are open to meeting other people, we call that the dating market, right? Mm-hmm. Do not put your raggedy self on the market and expect to get the highest bid. Do not expect to get the woman who has done the work, who has established herself, who has savings, who has goals. Even if she doesn't have savings, if she has goals, don't bother her. Because she is busy.
Do not disturb her.
Do not
Because she
disturb
got stuff
her.
going on.
She is really busy. And I've seen that meme, but men don't post that. Men post the memes that are, woe is me. Like, have pity on me. You see, I'm doing the best I can. So that's why I have a problem with doing the best I can. No, you're not. The best you can is better than what you're doing.
Well, let me ask you this then. What kind of broke woman, should she expect a six-figure?
No.
On the reverse?
No, because that's hypocritical.
Okay.
What are you offering? What have you done?
But what if she can pay the light bill?
In what type? In what type of neighborhood? What is the end goal? Because we can turn the lights out. We can conserve energy. I don't need your light bill. And this is just gender neutral. This isn't for
So it's
men
gender
or
neutral?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate you truthing with me. I don't know what we saw, but I know we've continued the conversation, which is what truthing is about.
Because sit down somewhere. Don't put yourself on the market if you're not if you don't bring value. Don't put yourself on the market.
It depends on, but what is value?
Depends on the market you're trying to enter. Are you trying to enter the market where people are established and like a well-established neighborhood, a six-figure neighborhood?
So you shouldn't even be looking at houses in that neighborhood if you don't have you haven't
a pre-approval.
Without a pre-approval.
No, and the pre-approval.
You don't even have a down payment. And you're looking at things.
Work on yourself.
Work on yourself.
You start.
But what does that look? So really, so do you think broke people should date broke people?
I don't think y'all should be. Y'all shouldn't be doing.
They shouldn't even date.
What do you? No, just do your business and get one off and go back and get back to your goals. Because what are y'all doing? Y'all are distracted.
They ain't got time to be dating. They need to be working on stuff, making themselves broke.
This is really extreme.
Go ahead with the
seriously, if you want to get out of the situation that you're in, if you want your situation to be better, don't look for someone else to do it. You do it first. And then you put yourself out there and say, these are my goals.
But what if they say, I want to do it together? Like, we could do it together.
Struggle love.
I got it. Okay.
They don't make music like that anymore. That's Jaheim. That is John B. That's all those people that will love you through that. Yeah, no, we have access to information now. There's no excuse. There are too many ways to get it for you to say, I'm doing the best that I can, and you ain't got nothing. I don't believe you. You got a cell phone. You liking stuff.
That's what someone said in my, they said you can make some money somehow. You be a TikTok star.
What do you mean the best you can?
I love it. All right. Well, thank you for choosing with me.
I'm sorry, y'all.
No, this is continuing the conversation. This is perfect. Thank you so much, Jazz. They're going to cuss us both out probably.
I'm sorry.
Keep your comments to yourself. No, I was kidding. Please comment.
I love y'all.
Please comment. We love you. No,
everybody.
Hey, it's just conversation. It's always time for a conversation. Truth below. Tell us our truth below.